Prince Charles and Prince Andrew's relationship is virtually non-existent as the two brothers are no longer speaking, according to a royal expert. A recent Express.co.uk poll found that 94% of readers believe Prince Andrew should not push for a royal return, while 85% believe he should be kicked out of Windsor Castle. It comes a month after the Duke of York's plan to return to a public-facing role was scuppered as he was banned from attending the public elements of Garter Day, an annual event which sees the Order of the Garter ceremony, where the Queen and Knights parade in grand velvet robes. As a Knight of the Garter, Andrew would have usually taken part in all aspects of the traditional ceremony, but following a last-minute intervention by his older brother Prince Charles, and nephew Prince William, he was only permitted to attend the private elements. Andrew was originally cleared to take part in the whole ceremony, suggesting that both he and the Queen thought it was a good idea to allow the disgraced royal back into the public light. However, Charles and William reportedly expressed their disapproval over the initial plans, meaning an 11th-hour decision stopped Andrew in his tracks. The Duke, who has kept a low profile since reaching an out-of-court settlement in his civil sexual assault brought by Virginia Roberts Giuffre, was then prevented from attending the festivities at Royal Ascot. The settlement, which was agreed in February, was not an admission of guilt. Andrew has vehemently denied all allegations against him. Now, a royal expert has claimed that Andrew is enraged at the meddling of the Queen's heirs, and his relationship with his older brother is virtually non-existent. Writing for Fox News, Neil Sean said, "Andrew faces the wrath of his older brother Prince Charles even more now than ever. Today the relationship is virtually non-existent due to the extra workload that Charles and William have undertaken since the Queen has almost semi-retired now, which left Andrew to fill his time watching old movies on TV, visiting his mother at the castle and plotting that comeback which may now never happen." NBC's Royal and Entertainment reporter went on to say that Charles and Andrew are no longer speaking. It has previously been reported the two brothers have endured an estranged relationship for a long time, and Mr. Sean argued that the pair have never really seen eye to eye. He wrote, "It's reported that the Queen sees Andrew as her favorite son, and something he has played up to quite a lot despite Prince Charles having the higher public role. It always infuriated Charles that Andrew could do no wrong in the eyes of his mother who had more time for him simply because she had grown into her role by the time Andrew had arrived. Charles has had to simply work harder he feels than ever as Andrew was known back in the day as the fun-loving party prince, good-looking and always seen with the right people at all the hottest spots plus endless model girlfriends, while Charles always appeared more sour and dour by comparison. Andrew's close relationship with his mother remains, with the prince said to be one of the Queen's most frequent visitors. And previous events suggest that the monarch shares Andrew's desire for him to return to public life. Prince Philip's memorial service at the end of March saw the Duke of York escort the 96-year-old sovereign into Westminster Abbey. Their close bond means that Charles is often left to deal with the hammer blows, for instance, banning Andrew from the Garter Day procession and his lack of involvement in the Jubilee celebrations, according to Mr. Sean. It appears that William has taken the same standpoint as his father, and reportedly feels even stronger about Andrew remaining out of the public eye. According to reports, the Duke of Cambridge presented Her Majesty with an ultimatum ahead of Garter Day: him or me. A source told the Evening Standard, the Duke of Cambridge was adamant. If York insisted on taking part publicly, he would withdraw. Mr. Sean said, "Brothers at war, Charles and Andrew no longer speaking, and yet William eyeing up the future without Andrew in the frame for any kind of role in public at least." Both princes feel that Andrew should work on behind-the-scenes charity, but this, even if successful, will not assure in the eyes of William any kind of return to public life. However, despite both his family's and the public's reaction, the Duke of York is said to still believe he can return to normal royal life. Speaking on the latest royal roundup, the Daily Express royal correspondent Richard Palmer discussed how palace aides have branded Andrew delusional. Host Pandora Forsyth asked Mr. Palmer, "Do you think that HES a little bit delusional if he thinks HES going to come back to the same popularity as he once had?" Mr. Palmer replied, "I've spoken to people in the royal circles, better not say more than that, who are really tearing their hair out with him. This is because, you know, they say he is delusional about the public's reaction to him. Nobody underestimates the public's shock and revulsion, his involvement in the Epstein scandal, more than Prince Andrew." He added, "If he really understood how people feel, no matter that he's not been found guilty of any criminal offense, has not been charged with any criminal offense, he wouldn't constantly be thinking about making any sort of comeback."